Nufriend. Regarding taplining, when you become more aware of yourself and your surroundings and everything about you, and if you turn on the radio and listen to a rap song, for example, do you still get taplined, even as you are becoming more aware, as some of the music has subliminals, and even as we become more aware every day and use more of our awareness, will listening to the wrong music or television have us taplined? Duane responds, young people always like to go to scary movies, and I did too. You like to go with your friends and giggle about it. That's a thrill for you, but sometimes people can't handle it, and they take it as a reality, which it is. It's its own reality, like divers who pet great white sharks, and I'm personally not going to do that, but some people do, and that's their choice. You decide and test that out, and yes, things do happen, just like when you go out into the world and return home. There's dirt on you, so you take a shower. But eventually, through this process, you learn to handle it. Step by step, you're more so able to handle and become more aware of what else exists, because there's always something else in life that exists that you need to handle. You're going through the process rather than being the unaware effect, and now you're the conscious effect, and you can handle it. Just like if you're in a traffic jam, you can figure out a way around it, or tolerate being in it. You can handle the effect of it. If you can't handle it, then give yourself a break from it. Walk along the beach, or look at the sky. Go hug a tree. The word tapline just gives an idea of the influences that are occurring, that most people are unaware of. I saw the word tapline, and it made sense to me. I started using it, and at a certain point I wanted to take it a little further. I looked on the internet for these references, and I was very surprised with how long David Icke, David Wilcox, and many others have been out there speaking about the reptilians, etc., but had never referred to tapliners. The reptilians are doing the major tapliners, just like in the Matrix. It can be subtle to extreme, and people still go along with it. How I was referring to taplining was never mentioned, or didn't exist, according to these alternative researchers, as far as I could find. So I started taplining.info and took out a domain name with GoDaddy for a while, but I don't use it anymore because now it's kind of a given. Taplines just refer to those things that we're influenced by, that we're not consciously seeing. So there's different ways. You decide to accept it or not. It's not just the so-called bad things in this world. You're taplined, especially by your relationships, and the old word or term is bonding. Bonding seems like a good thing, but also keep in mind that when you're taplined or bonded by others, that you're also the unconscious influence of what they are experiencing, deciding, and thinking. You decide your adventure. Do you want to be like the sun shining, or stay the effect of everything as a one-dimensional human? It's your real awareness, and now you have the chance to decide that. You decide how to clean house, you might say, like a person who has lived in a box, and all of a sudden they have a new house, and they want to keep it clean, etc. You decide to do that in the same way with your awareness and what affects it. You are awareness, and you are always the decider. So there's a bigger, endless adventure that awaits, more so than all the phenomena that we're experiencing in this world. Yet, at the same time, the phenomena is going to be there. You're not going to just disappear from all this, but now you no longer have to deal with the effects of it. You no longer have to deal with the drama. I had that in my relationships, and at a certain point I didn't need it any more, and would rather have an adventure that I can create and that I can share with others that makes sense, and also find people that are willing to make sense of something besides the thrills and drama of this world. For the most part, people chase their thrills, and their thrills usually turn into a drama. And this goes back and forth, and they like this back and forth effect. Good, bad, right, wrong. People actually create situations because that's their thrill. This is where all this masochism and stuff comes in, because it's their thrill. The dark brats that rule this world, their thrill is to destroy others. That's their sensation. And watching others suffer and getting them to agree to it, very real. We all take this on, and it's all in the subliminals and everything else. So you decide to be consciously aware, recognizing the sun's demonstration and the real guides especially, and then eventually you recognize the real universes. There's a position that's everything without restriction, but you decide that. Most people are very agreeable to their restrictions, so thus comes the taplining and the encumbrances and everything else that comes with it, because it's just so agreeable and comfy. Having donuts and coffee every morning, the same way you've always done as an idea, as opposed to making a better choice for your diet, and also the situations you're in, the ideas you relate to, etc. But that's a choice you make. So here's your opportunity. Now you have the knowledge, and the knowledge is a reference for you to decide better. The knowledge, however, is not the reality. I'm just providing it as a reference. The old stuff, the old cliches, beliefs, etc., they sound cute, but they've been made into a reality that doesn't work, and it's more than evident as you see what the world is doing and how it's not working. What works is when you start to recognize your real awareness, aside from all these restrictions. Then that becomes a true reality.